Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Happy Monday. I'm late for our date. Let's go.
Speed of RTY 67. Fib.rty on the A.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
Speed of RTY 83.
And why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Oathroom. Are you ready? Let's get to it here this morning. I mean, well, are we in the afternoon yet? I am definitely late here. So let's see if I can find the buttons here. Eeny, meeny, miny, and Mo. There we go. All right, get the music going. I am little under the weather here today. And it is Mentorship Monday, so we'll be trying to walk through new stuff. We got the release out on Saturday, so hopefully you guys had a chance to update over the weekend. It was primarily a bug fix. I've got full auto turned on here, so I'm going to let the tools do the work here for a little bit, and we'll talk through things that show up. But mostly our focus on a Monday is for me to get your questions answered. And I saw some over the weekend and even this morning that I'd like to talk through. Someone asked about Speedy Chart. Now, I actually have Speedy Chart turned on because I'm on RTY. I think you might have a few issues on NQ. I'll just generally speaking on NQ, for whatever reason, NQ is the wild child that it is. You can try it on NQ if your machine handles it. Fantastic. Oh, speaking of things that are going to help us handle things, make sure you turn your real-time protection off, just like a gamer would, to make sure that their PC was running at its absolute top before they play a video game. I suggest you do the same so that you don't have that interfering with things. There are also other security things, by the way. If you have not been through our performance tweaking, you really should go through the performance tweak stuff. There are other items in the security area that you should become familiar with. I'll give a couple examples here. If I go into the app browser control section, exploit protection settings, a lot of this, the control flow guard, again, a lot of stuff that you do not want slowing down your PC when you are using your PC for business. Okay, now if you're using this for a personal computer, again, you need to have all these things probably turned on, protect yourself, blah blah blah. If you're going to be browsing the internet like an idiot, then you're going to need all the protections you can get. So I recommend generally either having a separate profile on your PC for specifically trading so that you can turn this stuff off, And there are others. We have a whole host of those. So make sure you go into our room and type !performance, !performance in the Discord room. Will get you a list of videos. I believe it's 2 main videos there that will go through all the settings that we have there for you. Same things that our tech support team will do when they're kind of checking your PC if you're having issues, etc. But you should learn how to do it yourself, okay, in my opinion. So we're here to teach you how to do business, trading as a business. But let's get back to Speedy Chart where we came here. Someone's asking about the Speedy Chart settings for us. So we've got some things that will basically, if you've ever noticed, the refresh rate on NinjaTrader by default is 250 milliseconds. Now, if you've been a gamer for any period of time, you know that if you had a 250 millisecond ping, would you be happy about that? Type it in the chat if you've been around games. Tell me about 250 milliseconds. If you had a 250 millisecond ping,
Enigma short on the RTY1.
would you be happy with that? Remove some drawing objects here. Oh, I can't because I got this open. R, remove all drawing objects. Okay. Let's see if this is in a good spot or not. I'm gonna lock this in here for trade number 1 here for me. I don't like that. That looks like a trap. We've got smooth leg down, another smooth leg down. This feels more like a trap than a another push down. So would be a little bit nervous about this one. I'm gonna lock this one in a little bit tight here, right back behind the Enigma there. We got an 8.4. In fact, I'm going to reverse this. I'll show you why here in just a moment. We've got an 8.4 coming in here as well, so I think we might accumulate here. So I'm going to work this spot here first, and now I'm going to kick myself for not letting that go to target. That's all right. Here's king timing. Give me an up bar after king timing. That'll be enough for me.
Divergence up RTY on the 8.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in my stop now here, back behind the cross.
Speed of RTY 76.
We are moderate buy, and again hoping that will be a nice set trap there. All right, I'll kill it. Don't know what's going on there. Okay, still have full auto turned on there. And so basically a nothing
Speed of
burger
RTY 93.
there on that trade.
Enigma short on the RTY1.
Okay, we're getting another one with a moonshot. I mean, I'm going to let that one play out there, but it still feels very trappish. We are buy side here. If we start to crack that, I will tap long real quick. There's another double cross. In fact, yeah, I'm going to reverse it one more time. I do not think this is going to continue to go down farther. I'll put my stop back behind the bottom down here where the Enigma target is. So overriding
DCD
the system there a little bit on the multi-cross. Let's see if we get that reversal or not here. Fairly wide accumulation zone here.
Target filled.
Enigma long on the RTY.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now the Enigma's hitting the right direction. We are neutral now. Nope, she doesn't want to go more than a few ticks for me. I'm just going to kill it. Don't know what's happening here inside that zone. So I'm going to leave it. Remember, the 8.4 is down below me a little bit farther. So, you know, we could come back down there, tap that one more time-ish. So I don't want to, yeah, if it's going to go, great. I'm happy to take it. But
63.
Right now, sitting at neutral. Have not hit a winner yet here this morning. So, wow. Another one. I'm going to reverse that. Again, I do not think that we are going short right here. And looking for that double cross, double move here. Hopefully now. Get all the way up there for me. All right, stop behind the cross back here in case it turns. We are moderate buy. Kicking myself for having botched this play back here already. Being right, but not being able to capitalize on it. Like I said, I'm not really feeling great this morning, I'll be honest. Kind of was doubting whether or not I would even show up this morning, but hey, it's Mentorship Monday. I do have some things I'd like to chat with you guys about. And we got the new release out on Saturday.
Enigma short on the RTY.
And yikes. Okay, just got stopped out back behind that cross there. I'm just gonna kill it. Yeah.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Okay, now let's just make this happen, bro. Let's make it happen. There's Enigma target 1. Stop back behind here. And since I have botched this all the way up, and now it is a moonshot, I'm going to basically, this will be the hill I die on here, because I'd like to finish up this play here and get into some Mentorship Monday with you guys and really chat through some things I'd like to talk about, especially with the new release stuff.
Fib.RTY.
And I'm going to talk about how I botched this all the way on the up move because I was calling this long all the way from back here, seeing that trap and just not being able to execute well on this. Oh my word, I had this on L1. I was like, why are there so many enigmas showing up here? I had this on L1. Anybody else catch on to that? Did I miss that in the chat? Somebody mentioned that on L1. Why am I on L1 on
Target
ones?
filled. Target filled.
Anyhow, well, I'll take it, but
Target.
botching it all up here this morning. 1400 there this morning on the moonshot. Let's label it up here. Fairly easy to read on that, even as lousy as I feel here this morning. Pretty easy to read the trap, multi-ready ups, and then the launch, but just did not execute well on that. Could have held it with this one. Easy reversal on the double cross, up move, but I don't remember. I think I felt like I got shook out on that one too, right? It went, yeah, somewhere in here. No, it's because this one added to it, and then it faked me out as we were coming back here, because I did think we might come back here and touch that 8.4. Wow, why can't I not move the chart? Hang on. Right there. Okay, and yeah, did not realize I was on L2. It's kind of dumb, huh? All right, I'll go 4 small and let this thing go to town here. That is trade number. That's got to be 3. So we are winner chicken dinner here this morning, and up 1400 on a bad Monday. But again, pretty easy read there on that one. So just nice timing for me to come out here, and we just happened to, I mean, it was basically all this 8.4 on the move. It was MACV ultimate to the long side, and now it is 10 a.m. I'm not sure if there's 10 a.m. news right now. Is there a 10 a.m. news event? Anybody know? Didn't even check the news here this morning. Came straight up here. Oh, so we had a irrigation system issue this morning. So our sprinklers were going nuts and had looked like it had been going off on one of our zones for who even knows, like hours. There were like puddles in one section of the house. It's no good. So I was out working on that there this morning on top of everything else. So fun times. So sorry for being late here this morning, but I do want to talk through that new release stuff. Even you said that multiple times now, Vinny. Why don't you do it? All right, let's do that.
Speed of RTY 70. Enigma short on the RTY1.
There's a low news event, low impact. All right, cool.
Sorry, following the cash equity opens, that's the S&P up around 1%. Dollars up as well around 0.4%, according to the Dixie.
Okay, so news is coming out right now. So should sit on hands here for about 3 minutes, right at 10 a.m.
DCDM RTY on the 1.
Okay, let me pull up the, let's start with the things that got released, and I'm going to come back to Speedy Chart because I didn't get to go through that either. I know, like, I'm like totally scattered this morning. My mind is everywhere. Everywhere you don't want to be. All right, so let's pull this over here. So the new release came out. If you're a premium member, on the left-hand side, you can go straight to the download, or if you are new with us, get your 2-week free trial and get the download. This is the final week we will ever do $24.99 ever. So, yeah, Black Friday will be $34.99. So feel free to wait until then. But extra $1,000 if you want to save $1,000. $24.99 back to school offer. Never done it, never going to do it again, and it's not a sales pitch. I literally mean it's never happening again. Has never been this price, and it's funny. We've got I will talk about that later. Okay, so let's go into the chat here. Here we go. So we've got ALGOBOX range bar closers. So someone had asked about this. So we have range bar closer, or we've got it for the ALGOBOX closures. Someone asked if we could also put that on range. So fairly easy change there, but there is a new indicator there for that. I think that'll be helpful on the highest time frames. I'll add that here in just a moment after I do the update. I'm going to go ahead and do an update with you guys live on my own machine, and we'll walk through the installation and setup of all that. The news situation, modified that. If you had been getting that error message on the new news indicator, it now has a timer, so hopefully we don't inundate their server, and their server doesn't, you know, basically kick us and go, hey, you've had too many requests. So it's got a timer option, and you can also click on an update now, so that you can, you know, don't click the button all the time. Okay, news on the news thing. This is a third-party service. Okay, we are scraping it from them. And yeah, don't press the button too many times. Make sense? All right. ALGOBOX new bar notifier. So there was a problem with that. Before, it used to, you had to put in your own sound. Now it's also got the algo voice, so it will read it out for you if you want it to do that, or you can put in your own sound. And then some of those bug fixes, the issue with the audio alert for the ready up double delta. So now there is audio for that. That is working now. That was broke before. The issues with the rays is now fixed. Basically everything that had a ray issue is now been fixed. Chaser lines, algo closures, and the price line bracket. If you guys are using that, some of those not used too much because I don't use them on live stream. But who knows? Depending on the market conditions, the price line with visually showing me where a 10 or a 20 target is all the time can be very useful. I'll show you guys how to use that maybe today, since it's going to be Mentorship Monday anyhow. And since we fixed some issues with it, we'll go ahead and talk through it here, if you guys will remind me. Although I'm going to go through the list here when I do the installation. So $24.99. So I'll show you. We've never done this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. $24.99 for lifetime everything. All the bots, all the system, everything. It'll never be that low ever again. But yeah, this is the final week. It's back to school. If you got friends or somebody who's ever wanted to join with us, there's also a payment plan on it. We've never done that either. You can divide it into 10 payments. So 10 months, $249 a month for 10 months, and you own the whole thing lifetime. All the bells and whistles, all the bots, Enigma, and everything. So we're basically going last time and then never again. So yeah, and again, look, you can always wait till Black Friday. We'll have it Black Friday and Christmas in July. Only 2 times we do $34.99, and that'll still be there for anybody who wants to hook it up. All right, let's do the install, shall we? And I feel like Speedy Chart. Let me talk about Speedy Chart first, because someone asked about it while I'm here. So Speedy Chart,
on the 37.
if you're wondering what that does. So NinjaTrader by default does 250 milliseconds. Sorry, I didn't get to see you guys' responses on the 250 milliseconds, but if you know 250 is terrible on a video game, if you have a 250 millisecond ping, that's your lag time. Now, it doesn't sound like much. It's a quarter of a second. But when you're talking about every frame on your screen is being updated 4 times a second, that is not good. Okay, it's not good for gaming, first-person shooters. You know, well, that's basically that 250 milliseconds is what's programmed in a NinjaTrader. Now, for normal people, that's fine. But our system is the best in the world. We can act on minutia data, and you want to increase that refresh rate, and you can see the difference. You can basically play with these settings. Instead of 250 by default, you can come in here and make your own. Now I've got some default settings in here for you. I think I changed this. I believe this is set to 100, but I've got mine set to 40, because 40 milliseconds, that's pretty good. If you're on a server and you're getting 40 millisecond ping, that's awesome. So I set mine to 40. I want mine to do it 40 milliseconds. So that's a lot. Right, that's a lot of times a second now. Way better than the 250. It's crazy. Now these other items, the speedometer threshold. This is so that if basically what this says is if the speed. I know this is weird. Please pay attention to this part. If the speedometer, and this has nothing to do with the refresh rate. If the speedometer, meaning bars per minute, if the BPM. And I should open parentheses this on the side. This should say BPM, but we'll put that in another release. The speedometer threshold BPM this says that if it is over 150 or greater, then set it to this. You might be like, what in the, I don't understand. Okay. I made this slightly more complex because here's what happens. When the market gets super duper fast, okay, I don't want to refresh a whole lot, if that makes sense. I don't want my system to crash, okay? So basically, if we detect that the bars per minute is 150 or greater, then in fact, slow it down so that my system acts better. Instead of 250, I make it even worse. Only update twice a second because we're at 500 milliseconds. Does that make sense? 500 is half of 1,000, so that's how that works. It's in milliseconds. Any questions around that? Let that sink in for a minute because I know it's a little like, okay, let me make sure. I mean, I hear you what you're saying. I kind of get it, but think about it for a second. Okay. Over 150, then I double the refresh rate to hopefully adjust for your PC. Makes sense. And if you're over that speed, I mean, do you really want to be pressing the button anyway? Probably not. So that's what that's there for. Now you can make this whatever you want. If you want it to be 40 all the time, then literally set both of these to 40. Makes sense? Or if you want them down to 10, right? You want 10 milliseconds. You want it super fast all the time. I might try it today because on RTY, things are a little bit slower anyhow. So I could go down here. In fact, to dramatize it, I'm going to go ahead and set this to 15 milliseconds here today. And what you'll notice is you'll be able to kind of see more, I kind of call it flutter. You'll watch the price very closely. You'll be able to see that kind of sometimes, which can kind of give you a feeling for whether it's about to explode yet or not when the market is a little bit hot, meaning good speed. Okay. Let's see, any questions on that? Didn't see any questions on it, so I guess I did an okay job on explaining that. You're trying it on YM, ES, and RTY. Yeah, I would just be wary of it on NQ. I think NQ is just, I mean, you know, it can go to like 600 BPM in a second, and the system just locked before it even makes the change, and
DCDMRTY.
I don't know. I mean, try it if you want to try it on NQ in market replay or on a day when you're like done trading for the day. You've got your, you know, winner chicken dinner like we did today and a bonus, which is what we hit today. We did winner chicken dinner plus a bonus, and I'm up 1,400 on the day. You know, cool. So now you want to horse around now, but you know, just don't horse around while you're, you know what I mean? You guys get it. Y'all are smart. Okay, so by the way, let's look back at that up move again. 8.4. I thought we'd at least accumulate there, end up being the launching point. So pretty cool play there on that. We got a high time frame entry along with the, well, a high time frame indication potential, and then low time frame runs. If I had been more awake and felt a little bit better and been in here a little bit longer, had a little more confidence in looking around what the market was, knew what time it was, etc., I could have made way more out of that play. I just, you know, came out here late, and that happens sometimes. Your life is going to get in your way sometimes, folks. So you don't have to be perfect to be profitable. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's talk about some more fun stuff, shall we? All right, let's get this stuff, let's get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? So let me check my workspace. I'm gonna save this one, live stream 16. All right, I'm gonna hit save. And then I'm gonna close up shop here, and we're gonna do the install together. So let me go prep that by going and getting that download. All right, I'm gonna hit download. Now, some things have changed if you have been around a while. There was a time when we delivered the executable to you directly, but due to internet standards, blah, 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 you know, basically they want us to zip the executable. So there is a zip now, which can be a little bit confusing for people who have been around NinjaTrader for a period of time. oftentimes a zip needs to be imported. You do not import our zip. Okay, I'm right clicking and I'm going to extract all. You need to extract the zip. Okay, so now I've got the executable. Let's see, can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run the executable now. Let me zoom back here so you guys can see this in action after I close out NinjaTrader. There we go, and let's go full 4K. All right, let's run that installer. All right, here we go. So this is your first interface, first section here. We're gonna hit next. I need to update this. It's got the old website link still. It says vinnymedia.com. Need to update that. So these are cumulative, and you do not need to, if you've been around a long time, you used to need to install this one first and then come and add the other one that you wanted. You no longer need to do that. So if I want all three of these, I just need to select the bottom option. So the lower ones include the one above it. For all installation components and modules. So if I want all the modules, I'm just going to select option number 3 there, and that will include everything. Make sense? All right, so I want the full everything. If you got the $24.99 offer, you got that hooked up. Also, if you go into the premium section for those premium members who have purchased, I've got the golden knife. If I owe you a golden knife, and you know, if you've been around, we had a couple of deals where if you had purchased 3 or more Apex accounts with code ALGOBOX, then we hooked you up with the golden knife. So here are the golden knife deliveries section. Just fill out this form if I owe you a golden knife and put your delivery information details there. Just make sure your shipping details are updated, because of course, I know how it is. Sometimes you put things into forms, put the proper address where you want this shipped to. If you're outside the US, unfortunately, I can't ship outside the US. So if you're inside the US, give me your details. We'll get you hooked up. Those of you outside the US, I will find something else to hook you guys up with. But I can't ship golden knives. They frown upon it, and customs doesn't like it and whatnot. And you know how it goes. Like, are you sending weapons through the postal service? Yes, perhaps a beanie, etc. Yes, I might do a gift certificate. There's a couple other options for that. So yeah. What else was I gonna do there? Okay, so got the install run. That's basically it. Once you run the installer, oh shoot, you know what I didn't do? I'm such a noob. I was supposed to show you guys to uninstall. See, even I forget sometimes. Go into your documents folder, go to NinjaTrader 8. I need to run the uninstall first, ladies and gents. Okay, inside of your NinjaTrader 8 folder, under documents, there is a uninstall. You need to run that first. Okay. Uninstall this program. Uninstall VinnyMini's ALGOBOX Pro Edition from your hard drive. Click OK to continue. Yes. Remove all that stuff first. All right. Now one more time. Let's run that installer. And let's see where we go here. Let's go to. Here's my new folder. Here we go. So, just like I did perfectly right there, because I'm totally wide awake and feeling great, uninstall first, then run the installer. Yeah, that can really mess things up. And if your uninstall didn't work or something happened with it, don't worry. Open up a tech support ticket. We'll get you covered. And you can manually remove DLL stuff, but it could leave some mess. It could just trust me. Run the uninstaller. It's best. Okay, now that's it. Once you uninstall and then you run the new installer, if you have our system already, or if you're brand new, again, you just run the installer, so you're fine. Okay, I'm going to run the NinjaTrader launcher, and since it has my credentials and stuff, I will take this off screen for a moment, if you guys don't mind. And I'm going to launch NinjaTrader and log in with my credentials.
Taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index, 41 out of 100 equaling fear, and the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, 26 out of 100, also equaling fear. And looking at the VIX, currently down 10.68% at 19.98.
Nah. Sorry, don't want my account details loaded up there on screen. I mean, I trust you guys and all, but you know, let's me be smarter, not a retarder. You know what I'm saying? Gardy, you got some Apex accounts. Did you use the code ALGOBOX? If you did, yeah, just show us proof and we'll get you hooked up. Get yourself a golden knife. I think when I borked it earlier, I got to run that installer one more time because it looks like something didn't pick up for some reason. My fault because I had to run a dev thing. Second. Workspace is back, please. Poor favor. Okay, so something is up. Here it is. Remember how I didn't run that uninstall earlier properly? All right, so you see how this is a good check for yourself. If you're wondering if you uninstalled properly, so right now I have 2 versions going. Therein lies the problem. I was like, what is happening here? It's, look at that. I got 6.5 and 6.6. So you can go to remove NinjaScript assembly and have to manually remove. So again, if you're having problems with this, don't worry. Our tech support can do this for you if you're concerned with doing any of this stuff, and that's perfectly fine. Do I want to save the standard? No. Okay, I'm gonna launch one more time. Sorry, had to diagnose my own there. Almost had to call tech support. All right, 1 second. Let's launch one more time with my credentials. And we should be good. Okay, there's the message that we're looking for. So let's try to get to this here. So the very first time you launch, you should get this to authorize our add-ons, AB licensing, that's ALGOBOX licensing, yada yada. Do you wish to add these? Just click yes. Did you fix my computer for me? That's so nice of you. Thank you, sir. All right, let's connect again now.
2-year benchmark falls to the lowest since August 5th at 3.92%. That's down 3 basis points on the day.
So let me zoom you guys up to the top left now. So I've got a 4K screen. So you'll notice that all of the charts were up there kind of in the top left section of my screen, and that could happen to you if you have a 4K screen. This is the standard 1080p, so for, you know, the 1080p used to be the standard years ago, but 4K these days is... No, not right now. Okay, let me close the office door. Come on, let's go. Let me finish my work, and then I'll come see you.
Harmonic NQ on the 2. NQ on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 26.
Okay. So NQ is probably going to get a little wild here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my new favorite here. We're going to go to RTY. Now, I should have disconnected first. So just so you know, you really should disconnect just to be safe. before you're switching between instruments, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, you know, yes, the system should run smoothly and swap between, but you know how NinjaTrader is. That actually switched very easy. I'm about to cross my finger. I'm gonna knock on wood here. I'm having a pretty lucky day there on this. Might need to roll some dice on Vegas here. That's pretty lucky. This switched really fast. That was pretty cool. Browsing the internet like an idiot. Yeah, bro. I mean, there's safe ways to browse the internet, and then there's not. You know what I mean? So let me come over here to Super Chat. I'm going to add you guys chat here on screen, and we'll get some more questions answered here for Mentorship Monday. And let me move the screen here, bottom left. Okay, so the double delta radiups now have audio. So let's see if we can. Oh, look at all that radiup stack up there and the reversal. So beautiful. I'm so excited about having this radiup. I mean, are you guys excited about the radiup? If you are, type radiup there in the chat. Oh man. So no longer having to rely on just your eyeballs to catch that those occurred. When's my son starting a YouTube channel? Oh, not anytime soon. My goodness. ICT, yeah, you know me. Just trust me, guys. I gotta set up another one where I can teach my son. My son's gonna make so much. Shut up. Oh my word. Can y'all believe what ICT is doing right now? This con artist fraud. I mean, he's he's reached all-time lows now. Like, just
RTY on the
just disgusting. Not even worth my time anymore. The guy's a complete fucking loser. Pardon my French, but it's just a fact. And he's gross. Demonically possessed idiot. Okay. Let's move through some good stuff here. So we just went strong sell. Interesting. Okay, I got to get my mind off of trading here. Let's see. What do I want to show you guys? New features. Let's go to some of the new features. Oh, someone asked, does the speedy chart impact entries on Enigma? It can impact the entries on everything. On everything. Okay. Let me see if I missed any other questions. Yeah, if you got a question, retype it there in the chat. And if somebody put anything in the ask questions section, if Curtis or Eddie, if you guys want to go through the ask questions section, pop it here in the YouTube channel chat here. That would make it easier on me, and I will try to swap between screens here. Let me go to my main layout for my live stream here now. Speaking of live stream layouts, sometime this week, when I get a little bit of time here, I will be changing up the live stream to go to a format that we had, I believe, back in April or May of this year, where I was showing 3 charts on screen. I got a lot of feedback from people that said, you know, they like the idea. Let me go to what we're currently on, and then I'll find an old layout and see. We'll get some feedback from you guys if you guys agree on the older format there. And you'll see my reasoning behind it. I think it will show more. You'll be able to see the MACV at the same time. I will have the MACV. It's kind of a little more pain in the tail for me to do on a live stream with you guys. It's easier for me to just have the MACV over on the side without having to add it. But and I'm going to try to commit myself to like getting here earlier, getting the kids, you know, set up with their stuff in the mornings, and get that kind of organized a bit. This is Sim here. I'm going to go ahead and take this entry here. I hear buyers stepping in, so that's not good, but we are a strong sell right now as well. And there is a Enigma setup here. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take that up. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's basically a perfect 4-legged dog trap though too. So got to keep that in mind. But as long as we're still on strong sell for I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, I can't go that far. But yeah, if you look at the MACV Ultimate right now, it's on strong sell. So most of the markets are down. You see that big blue dot though, and could definitely push it right up into the stop on the back of that. Could be a 2-try rule on that. But again, this is just sim right now. I was gonna see if it's gonna work. Nah, it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna kill it. Yeah, here in buyers. So do you see the 4 LDT? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, trap, dog head, continue. Could be the continuation up move there. Do y'all see that 4 LDT? Type 4 LDT in the chat if you do. If you don't, type a 2 and go through our training. One of my favorite kind of traps. Easy to see in my opinion. And look at that. Went, oh man, like 1 or 2 ticks to the stop, and it might end up going down there after all. But there's a little dog head right there. So potential for the full-legged dog trap would be a long somewhere here. Even better if we got across anywhere in this area. Would be a nice 4 LDT and a trap move up that could return to the highs. Remember, on the high time frame, we are looking like on the 24s to the up. The 89 though, look it down. We've come right into the golden rope, which is nice about this 5-chart layout. You can see everything all at once, speaking of, which is why on the live streams, I'm going to start including more charts. And without overwhelming, I'm not going to go all 5 like this, unless you guys give me the feedback that you guys want to see all 5. You guys tell me, do you guys like seeing the all 5? I'll give you a couple of alternatives here in a moment that we can walk through on some of the options there. On RTY, do I use ALGOBOX 1s? Yes, I do. In fact, thank you for mentioning that. Let's go see what's coming in on the 1s. You prefer all 5? See, and that's the thing. Like, I know from our members, you guys would be like, yeah, give me all 5. But I'm always concerned about like a new person coming on board. Like, what do they see? On top of that, when it's shrunk into a 1080p, what I like on my lower time frame, I like to see more here. Does that make sense? On my lowest time frame, like I want more of that. So I'm trying to figure out the proper way to balance that on a live stream, because when I'm not on a live stream, I just spread them over my multiple screens. You know what I'm saying? So, but you guys are going to see some changes on the stream to accommodate a few more charts that you guys will see. And again, I can see them on the live stream, but I've got them spread out on 4K. But what I've heard is when I do 4K, people who are watching this stuff on a phone or their tablets or, you know, even on their PC, everything is too small for them to see. That's the complaint they always get, because for whatever reason, people still, you know, got little tiny screens. I don't understand it. Get a big screen. Like, big screens are so cheap now. I go to Walmart and I can get a 43-inch for like $280. It's insane. You level 5, that's what you use. Yeah, I know. Well, I'll consider it. I'm always open to the feedback. And our system's so good now, dude. I can trade with anything, really. It's more personal preference at this point. Or maybe certain days, like Mentorship Mondays, I come in and show the 5-chart layout and talk about how, okay, it's Mentorship Monday, but on a live stream, normally, if somebody's coming in for the first time, they're like, well, there's too much going on here, and, you know, I get that feedback too, you know, like, there's too much going on. Meanwhile, you're driving a minivan with more buttons on their dash than they know what to deal with, but, you know, it's hard to, maybe I need to improve my intro. Like, the intro needs to do a walkthrough of, okay, so we're starting out the day, here's what's going on here. I should probably do that instead of I like my intro, I have a little fun with it, but dude, people don't care about the intro. They don't care how good and how awesome your intro is. Nobody cares. Everybody fast forwards through that crap, you know what I'm saying? So I understand. So maybe it needs to be an informative intro rather than the ominous, cool music and vibe that, you know, at the same time I need the vibe, but I can play it for myself. So I don't know. I'm going through a lot of changes around what we're doing here for peoples. You will never satisfy the people. It's so true. You can't satisfy everyone. It's true. But I do want to take the feedback that I've gotten from folks. All right, so enough talking about it, Vinny. Show us what we're doing here. So live stream current format is this.
Fib.rty on the 1.
Okay, so you're seeing one chart at a time. I definitely have gotten the feedback that you guys are like, I really don't want to just see one chart at a time. I want to see more. So if I come down here, bottom left, like this size is perfect for me. I like this. Okay, for me personally. However, there's also this, and people have said, okay, now I can see it. And of course, when it's always the people that are saying they see it, it's because they're watching on their phones. There are so many people, like, I swear, like the phone is the only computer they have now. Like, people don't even buy computers anymore, laptop, and then they want a laptop. Nobody's buying a real full desktop anymore, which is insane to me too, but the times are changing.
Shell says they paused some of their drilling operations.
So fully zoomed in
whale assets in the Gulf of Mexico
type of thing. But we did have a layout. Let me see if I can find it. So if I go to workspaces and let's see if I've got them. I should have labeled all of them with a date. This is 2023 5/16, maybe this. Oh, let's see what this is.
Double delta RTY on the 1.
All right, let's go full 4K. Okay, so then let's switch this to RTY. Okay, so more full auto, which is also going to be coming. I'll be showcasing and working with full auto much more than you've seen so far, because I'm going to be running full auto across multiple instruments with the Platinum system, dual robot, etc. And this was a format that also allowed you to see the multi-bot situation, Pippi Robbie versus Vinny, in a format like this. So we'll be doing more full auto and kind of letting it's like the bots versus me. So you're kind of going cyborg versus pure bots. At the same time, the bots can trade multiple instruments at a time. At the same time, I can trade one instrument better than they can trade one instrument. There's a pro and a con, so why not have both? Y'all know my philosophy on life. Someone gives you two options. Yeah, I knew Hooked on Pips was going to like that, right, Don? Yeah, buddy. So this is one of the options that we have talked about. Continue rolling over the options. Okay. Let me see if there is another, though. We had these all kinds of names. This is live stream 9. Let's look at live stream 9.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
No, I'm looking for I like the way we're doing live streams currently. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I do think it is good. It's easier for me, I can tell you that. But like this on like how many of you guys are on a phone right now? Like you can't really see this, right? Like this is too small. Am I right? Y'all give me some feedback. Is this too small?
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Or is it good? It's just RTY. And by too small, I mean like, can you read what's going on there? Like I always got a lot of feedback. If I'm doing 4K, where you see the full 4K, people are like, oh, I can't, it's too small, I can't see what's going on, I have to squint, and then it's not really, I can't really see what's happening. Yeah, it's too small, right?
Enigma long on the RT.
So it's like, I want to show you everything, but I can't really. So this is an older format, but the one that I think that we will likely land on is kind of a combination. Yeah, and the frame, so the frame will go. Like, the frame was neat. Again, another one that I think makes us, you know, I think it looks nice, but yeah, people don't care. Like, YouTube is not professional TV, right? It's like, just show it to me. YouTube's just like, this is the show me state, right?
on the 3, .rty on the 2.
0416, this is 0323, backup. I'm looking for a 2024 earlier. Let's go live stream 5.
Enigma short on the RTY on the 3.
Yeah, and just, I mean, when we had these layouts, it's just, I mean, these were fine for me. It was great because I had the buttons right here. I could get to both time frames side by side instead of over-unders. This also was a little bit smaller than I liked though too, and it didn't have the MACV on screen. I had it off on the side, so you guys weren't able to see that very well. I had to put it off in a separate frame. But yeah, nope, that's not the one I'm looking for either. So I thought I'd be able to find it here. I've got too many options here. I'm gonna have to flip through these separately. This brings back some nostalgia though of all the various ones I've had over time. This one, 5. Go back to the original OG live stream 1. I don't even remember
Double
what this
delta
one was.
NQ on the 1.
This is when I was really just trying to get it rolling. Like, okay, 2 charts for everybody. You can see the lower one, see the upper one. Oh man, this brings back some nostalgia right here, reminding myself of the layouts. This is fun. You guys might not be having fun, but I'm having fun.
Double delta
let's see, live stream lean 4. Lean. I was trying to lean things up. Let's see what the lean was. Oh, getting closer. This one just made the MACV a little bit too small, especially now that we went with we've got that filter in the middle, so I needed to make this larger. But what I'm looking for is a layout that has a nice big entry chart. And I can't believe I still had volume on this one. This is old school right here. But yeah, big, then this slightly larger, and then this chart shoved up here at the top, but instead of a slightly higher entry point time frame, to have the wave chart up top. I'll still keep the 89 off elsewhere, but I don't know. Basically, I'm going to be making some changes, and I'll get some feedback from you guys. Let me get back to any questions. Did I miss any questions? Let's see. Talking a 4D view. Ooh, 4D. Just put on a VR headset. Yeah, man. Yeah, the frame. I don't have one where I just, maybe I do. Is this 4-screen only? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so there's no frame there. Ooh, the frame rate's all jacked up on this one. Don't know what happened there, but it's struggling. Let's see. Official mentorship training material frames take up a lot of space. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm getting that, and that. Yeah, I'm gonna kill that. As much as I spent so much time making that and making it all nice and pretty, it's not. Yeah. Pull ripple and then pull in the high time frames when needed. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. You know what? That does make it easier on me. Work. Use iPad. It's still small, but better than my phone. Okay. Zoom in on your phone if you need. Yeah, but you know what's crazy? The people who are using the phones, like, I don't think people know you can zoom in on the phone. Like, they won't even use the YouTube app. They'll use like the YouTube browser version that they can't zoom in on. Like, they won't even install the app. So you can't fix them all. You know what I mean? You can see everything on your phone too. Oh, there we go. What kind of phone do you have, Dominic? Dominic Perry? Do you have the latest iPhone with the gigantonormous screen? No questions, and you ask questions? Well, good. I guess I've kind of done my job then. Yeah, I am getting a lot of this. So more frame real estate and no frame.
NQ on the
He just wants the good stuff. Can't put your 55 in your pocket though. It's so true. iPhone 15 Pro Max. All right, how big is that thing? Here we go. iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let me look at this thing. iPhone Pro. No, I'm sorry. iPhone 15. 15 Pro Max.
To get the New York Fed inflation.
What's the size of the screen on that thing? They got a deal for $830 off. So this thing must be as expensive as hell. 1,600 bucks. So yeah, it's as much as a computer. But dude, they are a computer. I don't know why people are complaining. Why my phone's so expensive? Dude, it's not a phone anymore.
NQ on the 3.
It's a personal computer that fits in your pocket. Although this one might be so large it doesn't not fit in your pocket. Is it that big? Let's see. I tried iPhone 15 Pro Max and 15 Pro for 1 year, and here's what they. All right, let's watch this one.
I mean, it's crazy to think of.
Sorry, gonna pass through on the commercial here. How big is this monster?
YouTube.
That is significantly larger. Is it not? How big is this? Let's listen to him, see what he says.
In today's video, we are going 1 year later with the iPhone 15 Pro Max and 15 Pro. This is my honest user experience. Now, in the beginning, there was a lot of false narrative and controversial videos that unfortunately got a lot of views on YouTube, which is the reason they were made. And if you watched any of those videos before seeing this one, unfortunately, you've wasted your time because in my entire year of using 2 of these, I have yet to have any of those narratives. So basically, these devices have been stone cold solid for the majority. The only one issue I've had, and I don't know if it's the device, if it's the carrier or whatnot, and this has only been a couple of times, but with like doing GPS, like using Apple Maps or even a Google Map, it not properly getting my location right. But outside of that, little to no issues, especially none of those that were being narrated in the beginning. So let's move on to the real user experience. Using these devices, especially this one, every single day for an entire year. This one is my second line, and once the S24 Ultra and Z Fold 6 was released, it kind of got, you know, knocked out of the lineup. Yeah, that's essentially how it went down for this entire year. Now, the iPhone is absolutely not perfect. No phone is, right? Essentially, there are some areas where the iPhone could improve. We're gonna get into my wish list in the near future. But what I wanna say is that one thing that is consistent across all iPhones, especially the models that are supported with the latest version of this, is iOS and the software experience. Once you've tried one iPhone, you've essentially tried them all to a degree, except for these are Pro models, right? And there are a few separating factors that make these Pro models stand out from the typical iPhone. So what is the point of the Pro model iPhone if every iPhone can run the latest iOS? It's a similar experience, right? Well, honestly, for some, it's the cameras. For others, it's the high-powered processors that these get, which separate them from the others. And there are also other features such as Apple ProRes Log, and the build quality on these definitely differentiates them from the other iPhone models. Speaking of, let's get into it. This is my 15 Pro Max.
Enigma long on the NQ1.
Aluminum sidings. It's frosted glass back.
Nobody cares. How big is it?
Panel glass is flawless. My
Shut up. How big is it?
Design that they calibrate these devices too. These panels, these OLED panels are calibrated for color accuracy perfectionism. One thing is for sure, or one thing is for certain, they're always going to be color accurate to spec, and that's one thing I absolutely love as a creative, and you might too. Being able to consume media on these devices and have it look as it is intended, having the colors represented with pure accuracy, is an absolute joy, and it makes media consumption that much more enjoyable, along with what is arguably the best speaker system on any mobile device, and it does not disappoint here with the 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. Absolutely great speakers. Pair that with these, looks absolutely amazing, whether audiobook or good, and so are these front panel OLED. Quality feature about the Pro models, more the 15 Pro Max than the 15 Pro, is battery life. You know, it may not be freedom. Had a couple bitch sessions due to new Android devices coming out, but this one's been running consistent. So I'm going to show you both.
Oil
Now, this 15 Pro
platform in the Gulf
Max
of
ain't wireless
Mexico.
charger. Maybe that contribute. Let me know where you think it's numbers that you get. You get 3 in store if you had the 15 Pro and had. The answer is I actually did use it. But what I want to clarify is if I had the 15 Pro and I had to just deal with using only a 3x reach in telephoto lens, because that's it. When I need the extra reach, sometimes when you're trying to capture certain moments, getting all up close. Apple Pro Res Log. Now that's one of those things, I'm gonna be honest. If you know about it, if you understand it, and you use it, it is a massive beneficial thing to you because you understand it and you understand what's going on. For the majority of people out there, you guys probably don't know what the heck an Apple Pro Res Log or what log is and what it's for. So for you, it means nothing. It's a gimmick for you. But for those who actually take advantage of the Apple Pro Res Log video capabilities on here, it's absolutely clutch because this takes this regular phone camera or regular phone video and steps it up into a totally different category, which is more in the professional cinema video. Give you guys some camera shots, show you guys what these things can do. You know, added a few things this year. And one thing that type of discount, I know sale, discount, and Apple, they've been extremely smooth. He doesn't know where I am. I'm running iOS 18 beta on here wherever I want. Let's talk about any icons I want to cross. I mean, icons that's in iOS 18, which in my, that might another wish list for the iPhones going forward. Something that they don't have that they could have is faster wired charging. I'm not using a 15 Pro Max that I don't charge my device. But you know, effectively, realistic opinion. And listen, Harrison. Obviously, there can only be one out of the 3 that I gotta get to the scene.
Okay, well, yeah, you have no problem seeing our screen because that thing is a monster. I just wasted your time. You're 10 years older.
Time we get the New York Fed inflation expectations.
That is possible. 6.69 inches, nice. And which one are you using? I'm an Android person. I don't use iPhone, which is why I'm fascinated as to why people actually use them, because they cost more and do less. Makes no sense to me. The way you streamed the SAC was just ideal for me. Oh, what was the deal with the SAC? That was a 3 chart, wasn't it? During the SAC, I think I did 3 charts. Let me go back and look. But that is actually what I want to do. I do want to do, I think 3 is the best of both worlds generally. But then I gotta deal with the 4K thing. And I've also got to get information to people quicker. Like first time people see it, they need to know that there's a 2-week free trial, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. And I think that was...
Hurricane watched issues for the Louisiana.
I need to stop talking over me. Silence, minion. Back in the 80s, it was about the smallest phone. Yeah, now they're getting bigger. There's a function on YouTube called multi-view. What's that? Viewer can toggle from multiple streams simultaneously. Just finding out about it now. What? What? Multi-view on YouTube. ¿Qué es eso? Let's find out. Multi on YouTube. Multi-view 2024, 6 months ago, 11 days ago. Explore the benefits of multi-view on YouTube. I could stream 2 screens at the same time, and you guys could switch yourself.
We'll show you how.
Wait a minute.
If you bought primetime channels like NFL Sunday Ticket, NBA.
Oh, if you bought primetime channels, so you have to have YouTube Prime or something?
And WNBA League Pass, or other special live events featured on YouTube, like Coachella. Let's go over how to find a multi-view stream if you bought a primetime channel like NFL Sunday Ticket or NBA League Pass. First, open the YouTube app on your smart TV, streaming device, or mobile device during a game or live event. In your home feed, you'll find a multi-view stream either on the recommended multi-views row or under the live and upcoming row. You can also find multi-view streams on the YouTube homepage of NFL, NBA, WNBA, or other primetime channels. While watching a live game, multi-view streams may be suggested to you as watch next recommendations. You also have the option to build your own multi-view from a select combination of games. Start by opening the live game from a primetime channel on your smart TV or streaming device. Next, use your remote to pull up the controls. Then, click multi-view. Next, select view available games to add a game to your multi-view stream. You can add up to 3 additional games to your stream. Do note that only games that are currently live and available to watch can be added. With NFL Sunday Ticket primetime channel, you have access to out-of-market Sunday afternoon NFL regular season games. To add a locally broadcast or nationally televised game to your multi-view stream, you need to here. To make one of the streams full screen, use the direction pad on your remote to control your experience. Tap the stream you want to hear. You'll see a previous video button on the left to return.
I gotcha. Yeah, it's like a YouTube premium thing. I gotcha. That's fun. But yeah, we can't really do that. Can't take advantage. Although, I mean, I could technically. run two OBSs, stream one over to one channel and one to another, and you could switch them. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to say I'll be thinking a lot about it. I did not see any other questions. I'm going to leave it to any other questions. Let me switch back to what I... let's go close this one. Save. We want this one. So this is my current, which so on occasion I can let you guys see all, but I need more screen real estate separately because I will be running the multi-bot system and a way for you guys to be able to see the results from those as well. So I'm open for feedback if you guys want to post them in the chat.
NQ 120. Speed of NQ 228. Speed of NQ 200.
Do we have this bug again? Why is the speedometer continuing to talk to me again? Oh,
speed of NQ 85.
Great. So we fixed one thing and now we've got the other bug back.
Speed of NQ 59. Speed of NQ 86.
Shut up.
Speed of NQ 86. Speed of NQ 100. Lower bands touch NQ on the 37. NQ 127. Speed of NQ 100 and NQ Speed of NQ on the 77, Delta NQ 75, NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 37, NQ 71, speed of NQ 89, speed of NQ 71, NQ 79, speed of NQ 70,
literally have
NQ 60,
all
speed of NQ
workspaces closed and it's
speed of
still
NQ
talking.
60,
So
of NQ 89,
we have a bug.
speed of
Lovely.
NQ 66, 1420.
All right, so kill NinjaTrader, and there we go. Not a great way to end, but yeah, we'll get back to things. I didn't see any other questions. We hit. Let me get logged back in here, and we'll talk about what's coming up here this week. Multi-view looks like it's on the viewer side. The way I understood it was it's something that it's a pay-for option and for specific types of streams is what it looked like NFL game stuff. But yeah, if you can show me a video on something outside of the NFL games, blah, blah, blah kind of thing, let me know. And we'll definitely check it out. Let me relaunch my normal workspace here. All right, so I'm gonna got some bug in the speedometer audio, and I'll add that on my items list here, and then yeah. So we got the ready ups and all that fun stuff. We'll be seeing more of that this week. Let's see. Oh, we're on NQ on the ones. Oh, please don't crash.
Speed of NQ 296.
Yeah, it's way too fast on the ones. So I'm gonna disconnect that. I'm gonna switch to RTY with disconnect. Actually, are we supposed to be on RTY 12? Hold on. Contract rollover. Let me check. Next rollover 9/16. No, we're not supposed to roll over till 9/16. So I think NQ just did that. Yeah, so we should not be rolling over. Just FYI, ignore what we had said earlier. We should not be rolled over. It just happened to be NinjaTrader's already trying to push it over to the December contract. We'll be rolling over in the middle of this month, around the 16th. Probably like the week before that. Actually, it's going to be this week, isn't it? Before the 16th. Is next Wednesday? Oh, yeah. So we're going to be rolling over this Friday, folks. Friday the 13th. Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not superstitious. You're superstitious. Yeah, so we'll be rolling over this week, Friday. That's why it's on the cusp here. Okay, so for now, instruments RTY 09, 24 contract. And then I will reconnect here. So I'll be live streaming this afternoon. I may just have the time to get my layout. Might be a new layout here this afternoon. Oh, look at that beauty. Is that a double Enigma, double cross after a big move down? Beautiful trap and a push. Very, very nice. With a multi ready up right there. Look at that juicy beast. Yummy. And speaking of yummy. All right, this is, if you've been on the fence about joining with us, you have a 2-week free trial, of course. And this is the final week for the back to school offer. We've never done $24.99 ever, and we'll never do it again. It was an experimental test. And yeah, we're not going to do that again. Thanks for hanging out. If you do want to take advantage of that, though, you've got till Friday. And there's a payment plan. 10 months, $249 a month, 10 months, and you'll own it all before we launch ALGOBOX stocks. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Let's go. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B. I am sending out the Big H-Town. Come back this afternoon. See ya. Art team. Show them how it's done.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have both front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Double delta RTY on the 1. Pip.RTY on the 37.
Rewind.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta vibrating. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down on freeze. Order filled. Target filled.